Consider a uniformly charged ring of radius r and charge q. What will be the resultant electric field at a point P, located on the axis of the ring at a distance x from the center of the ring? So already we have seen in the same lecture what will be the electric field due to uniformly charged ring at the center. It is zero. Now we are finding the electric field at a point on the axis due to a uniformly charged ring. So the total charge on the ring is Q. So we need to find what would be the electric field at a point on the axis of the ring. Okay. Say R is the radius and X is the distance of the point from the center. So consider a uniformly charged ring. The total charge on the ring is Q and the distance of the point P. So where we have to find the electric field due to this charged ring is X. Say the radius of the ring is R. Now to find the electric field at that point, so the logic here is in all these problems, in all these extended charge problems, we have to divide the entire extended charge into small small elements, elemental charges. We find the electric field due to the small elemental charge and then we integrate. Here also we do the same thing. So consider a small elemental charge dq here. So this dq will produce electric field at the point P, away from it if it is positive charge and towards it if it is negative charge. Say this angle is theta. So dE you can calculate like this. dE will be equal to k dq divided by r square. So what is this r square here? The distance between elemental charge and the point P will be r square plus x square. So this is r value, small r value. So k dq by r square. So the electric field, the small amount of electric field will be k dq divided by so r square plus x square. This is the small amount of electric field. So you consider one more elemental charge directly opposite to the given element, directly opposite to the first element. This also will produce same amount of electric field in this direction. So now this is theta. You can resolve both the d's along horizontal line and along vertical line. So the first dE if we resolve, so if this is theta, this also will be theta. So dE cos theta and dE sin theta. Similarly, the second dE if we resolve, so dE cos theta will come here again. So it will become 2 dE cos theta and here dE sin theta. So what will happen? dA sin theta of the first element will be cancelled with the dA sin theta of the second element. So this happens for every elemental charge on the ring. The dA sin theta produced by one element will be cancelled by the dA sin theta of the other opposite element, directly opposite element. So effectively, each element will produce only dA cos theta along the axis. So, what is the effective electric field? Effective electric field produced by each element only dE cos theta. Don't consider dE sin theta. If we consider 2 dE cos theta, if we consider 2 dE cos theta, then we have to integrate only for half of the charge. If we take dE cos theta, then we have to integrate for the entire charge. So the effectively each element will produce only dE cos theta amount of electric field. So dE effective is equal to k dq divided by r square plus x square into cos theta in this right angle triangle. Cos theta in this right angle triangle will be so x divided by root over r square plus x square. So effectively the effective dE will be k dq x divided by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. So the total electric field, to get the total electric field due to this ring, we have to integrate. So k dq, so dq only we have to integrate here. So x is constant, x is constant, kx divided by r is constant, r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2 is constant, and integral dq. So what is integral dq? Integral dq is nothing but the total charge on the ring. What is the total charge on the ring? Q. So kx q divided by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. So this is the electric field at a point on the axis of the ring. So if you have positive charge on the ring, so then electric field will be on the axis but away from the center. If it is negative charge, it will be still on the axis but it will be towards the center.